Again, just absorb the nature in the background. It does its own thing. And bear with me, because this is part of my throat chakra adjustment. I have to get this message out. So, explaining Ishtar of Andromeda. And if you've come this far, you might as well go down and hit subscribe and jump onto the bandwagon. And I would appreciate everybody leaving comments, letting me know how this resonates with them, because we're discovering not only tribes, but we're discovering old interactions, reunions, as it were. And I would love to hear what anyone else is getting. When energies gather together to come here, this was not an experiment, okay? They joined their energy and they entered the Gaia project, not experiment. And the reason that you hear they're well-meaning, they're just trying to discover the truth. The reason you hear that is because what happened is they misjudged the intent because of deception. Just as we're seeing in our world now, the deception erased some very important things and keys, if you will. This morning, we got locked out. Well, one was locked in and one was locked out of the house. So we started the day with that frustration. Just to give you, and then it triggered all of this. So if something's hitting you hard, just calm yourself down and accept the flow. Because we're changing things to higher frequency experience. So misjudging intent because of deception. As with frequency, we have the up and down waves, the crests and the troughs. And then this is, we found out, coincides with also the faster and the slower. Both things form the energy. And this all goes back to the Elohim. Isn't that cool? What's happening is we're breaking into the next frequency. It's like we're getting that stride. It's like taking a horse from a trot to a gallop. Okay, it doesn't just happen. There's a little bit of a change in it. And we're pulling free from one lower group. Okay? And then we're jumping with the other group. So it's like you're going back, and this explanation will make it clear to you. So 3 tribes from Andromeda agreed to, and they weren't just random, but they agreed to join the Earth Project, Gaia Project. And it was much more than that, but this is so that we can understand in our human minds. And they agreed to help form the deity energies. They were not the only ones. There were other beings from other solar systems, what you will, frequencies, dimensions. It depends on how you need to look at it for your point in your experience and your shift. So they agree to join the experience, and that collective splits into the different deity aspects. Yes, the different tribes do mean different collectives, but they come from one collective. Okay, think of this like grapes. You cut the whole bunch off of the vine when you're harvesting, but you pull them one at a time. So think of it like that. So the deity, after a certain cycle is completed, splits into human aspects. And of course, Ishtar was a goddess, and there came a point where it was time for that energy to split into another aspect. And then in that way, they become part of their creation. It was pure genius. There were scientists, Enlil, Enki, Alchemist, Jehovah, just so many. It was such a collaboration. It was amazing. And now the energy, you've heard me talk about yuga cycles. So this up and down, changing things to gain the next frequency, okay? Think about how these yuga cycles run, as in ascending, descending. You have to have both, kind of like polarities, to make it work, to complete the cycle, to complete the circuit. All about energy and frequency. And so that we entered into the human experience through incarnation. And these were drawn directly from the Elohim energies. Source used sonic and sacred geometry energy to join with Gaia to manifest a common manifestation and bring it into a physical state of matter. The Elohim is the alchemization that holds it all together. It's pattern charges. It's a very intricate system. This was a beautiful thing to see. I wish I could show it to you, but connect by telepathy. Maybe you'll pick up on it. Okay, so in coming, we did join the many energies and we became a collective consciousness. And that's how the process began. So these things, I don't know how much may come through. It comes through as it needs to support and explain other messages. But I wanted to get this out to you. This seems very important, and to give you some comfort and to give you some support during this shift. You're not alone, and there are things you can try to connect with. Go into deep trance state if you can. There are so many answers there. If you're able to achieve it even for 5 minutes, lucid dream, whatever the best process is for you, please do this and take a deep breath and let some of the anxiety go. And just become part of the all. Get in the flow and know which things you've got to take with you and leave behind. Okay, so again, let me know on the bottom what's going on in your world and tell me if this resonates. And sending blessings of light and truth and absolute unconditional love your way. Deep breath. See you on the next video, everyone. Bye.